Oh, I'm here. Nice. It's good to know. Get everything working. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to get in the event for now. I might as well play a practice round. Actually, let's play some modern. Nah, this deck actually not ready yet. Clamp. Okay. It seems okay. It's my least favorite card in the deck. Guess maybe I should have put the familiar first, because there's the smallest off chance ever that you're relevant. I kind of wish I didn't have to do that. Oh, I see. Well, sir, you can have your Delver back. Well, this turn, going to Journey, so I might as well get that. Sure. Hmm. So my current plan is to fetters this. like his style. Wow, it's a lot of attacks and throws. Really looking for that blessing. What? Wow. I guess that's the beauty of the multicolored effects right there. So he wasn't looking for blessing, he was looking for just something to do. Now that's how it's done. I could just die. Hmm. Dang. Actually, like, almost got him. This was an island. This would work. I will be back. Alright. Is anyone there? Hello, anyone? Hello? Ah, I have a viewer. Hello. You're that Delver player. Got any things you want me to play? This is what I'm currently thinking about running. This is what I have been running lately. So I imagine you watch the daily, so you probably are aware of that. No real tweaks to the main deck. Made some changes to the sideboard. Probably. This is for post, like cloud, just blue-red cloud post. Bigger post. Obviously, whatever. I'm trying this against Delver. Don't love it. But it seems good against other aggro matches. And I want kind of a versatile sideboard slot. This is just, the extra one of Journey. Because I'm running an Oblivion Ring over the 4th. Because it just hits more. These guys are good. And I realize that the best way to beat Affinity is not Dust to Dust, but recurring Core Sanctifiers over and over again. So, I added 2 more. Card I'm least happy with in the deck right now is Oromancer. And so I'm willing to take feedback on what to replace it with. Because it's like, there's times when it's good, like something I actually kind of want. But that time is very rare. Because only time I'm intentionally blowing up my auras is with these guys. And sometimes reality acids like tick off. But I don't know. I think I'm just going to change the title of this to since what, we're 10 minutes? Yeah. Are you in this? Probably. Oh, so's that guy from Channel Fireball. Bump. I'll play a Slayer who's very not good. Whoever he is. Wait, maybe I was getting you confused with this Future Arkeltier. Yeah, I think you played Delver too, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Don't look like you're in this. I also don't know if I want 4 of these. Or am I on 3? That'd be actually pretty awesome if I was on 3. Yeah, okay. Good. like to mulligan. Hell no. Hell no. Infinity. It's actually a terrible matchup, but fortunately, sideboarding won't happen. So I don't have to worry about it. Burning me. Nice. Oh. Thought I had him. Hmm. I think I'm gonna go this route. Not really in the mood to trade that conscript for the frog knight. Maybe I should have been. I don't really know. I don't play goblins much. I think this just sets me up for a much better. Okay, maybe I should have. Oh, main deck. Sure. We are now trading. I don't know what to do right now. Fortunately, this game is not for money. Ah. Hmm. I don't really know what I'm doing. I have like no strategy. All right. Hello. How are you? Apparently I can't see 5 viewers, so glad you said something. Oh, there you are. Yeah, it is the Reality Acid deck. It's kind of fun to play. No, I won't mulligan. This is not a great hand, but it's okay. Doesn't do anything till turn 3, which is pretty bad in this format. But whatever. I don't really know how good this deck is, by the way. It's just kind of like, it's been fun. It's been a good experiment. It was kind of just like a, I don't know if you saw the article, but it was kind of a thought experiment. And I just played it, and it's been doing okay. I've definitely gotten lucky to win the two, or to 3-1 the two dailies I've been in. But luck is a factor. And there's a lot of things about this deck that are better than I thought on paper. Like, sometimes spreading seas, like, it's probably the biggest free win enabler I've, like, ever played in Pauper, besides, like, Delver. Because sometimes they just, like, play, like, turn 1 Forest, Arbor Elf, go, and you're like, turn 2 Spreading Seas. And they're just like, I guess I lose because I kept the 1 Forest hand. So there's just like a lot of little things like that that have made this deck better than I expected. And another one is like, what is his name? Drake Familiar. It says, unless you return an enchantment to its owner's hand. I always thought it was your enchantment, the enchantment you control. But I played against Auras the other night, and I was able to just bounce their stuff. So I'd like make their Spreading Seas their white source, and then bounce their Armadillo Clip back to their hand. So there's just like all sorts of little deals that I didn't even realize till I was playing. Hopefully our opponent comes. I kind of want to play. I mean, I don't mind free wins, but it came to game. Ah, I can say it does better against Fissure than AzoriusKitty, the red-white version of this deck that returns artifacts. Um, I don't feel bad when I'm playing against them. I feel like it, it's dependent. It's definitely dependent on how good the pilot is for Fissure. Um, because really, I have them like totally beat besides um, Ghostly Flicker. Ghostly Flicker is like the one card in their deck that's difficult for me. Otherwise, I actually do really well against them. And then it's like sometimes I'll get to a point where I'm like spreading seas, doing too many spreading seas, and I can't apply enough pressure. And so then they'll just Ghostly Flicker and I end the turn and then untap and kill me. So it's not like, I definitely don't think it's a good matchup, but um, it's definitely not unwinnable like it is for some decks. It's definitely not unwinnable like it is for most mid-range decks. So I feel happy with it in that matchup. I mean, I feel like it's like competitive, and I think I'm like 2-4 against them in just like casual play because I haven't really ran into them in competitive play for some reason. But I mean, like, I am blowing up their lands all the time, so. And I almost always win against blue-green game one, for sure. Tilling Tree Folk's a little difficult to deal with out of the sideboard. But I almost always beat them game one. And so it really just tells me I need to come up with a way to deal with Ghostly Flicker, because they run fewer. I guess we'll find out. Wow, that was not a good draw. TE? What is TE? Oh, yeah, I haven't played them very much, but I guarantee I beat them. It's a little risky because maybe he's lacking the blue mana. I think I'll just do this. Maybe I should be pressuring him, but he got a pretty good start here. Don't want that. I don't want that. Only kind of want that. I think I'd rather just shuffle. There we go. All the cloud posts. Well, I can say for certain. Geez, I don't want any of these. I can say for certain I am going to. I don't want any of those. Going to try to time him out. at, at least. Like, I will be playing for the clock. Yeah, there's Ghostly Flicker right there. Yeah, I thought it could be, but they usually run, like, the moment I saw the second map, I knew they weren't, because um, I have seen Cloudpost decks run multiple maps, but it's pretty rare that they do. I might actually try to, like, screw them here a little bit with by returning my Spreading Seas. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Because he was being a little bit greedy without playing any blue sources. They do need blue mana, like a lot. So maybe I will actually just do that. This is honestly like the best start he could possibly hope to have. So, oops, I don't think he tried to do that. Finally, my reality acid. I think I'm going to, well, might as well make him have to use it this turn. Because I'm really just trying to play for the stall game here. Which is kind of a lame route to go, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Nice. Well, I guess he can still get an island. I suppose he untaps both islands. Yeah. What did he get back? Fissure. Yeah. All right. That's what I figured. Sure. My island. I see. So now I'm on the play crossroads every turn plan. Just kind of a crappy plan. But if I were him, I would not even be doing this. I would just, unless he's looking for Crusher, maybe. It's like the only conceivable thing I can think of. Because he's just like wasting time at this point. Yeah, it's super boring. Probably should have pitched the other planes, but I really doubt that it's going to matter. So I assume he'll just bounce everything in my hand every turn. So yeah, that's exactly what Ghostly Flicker is like the hard part about this deck. It's just because they can get through my Reality Acid that way. When I'm playing my deck, that's like the last type of move I like to make. I'm not interested whatsoever in letting my walls sit out and play. Like, what if I just like want Mountain Flame Slash? Like, I know he has the Ghostly Flicker, but okay, you got me. I will bring in my Reef Shaman, Shamanai, my Holy Lights. Do I want my curses? I mean, they are okay. We'll see what we need to take out here. So, don't want that. Useless. That's the last one to take out. That's useless. These are useless. So yeah, I think we definitely want that. Definitely want the Reality Acids. Oblivion Ring's okay. Momentary Blink's probably pretty bad. We'll put in the other curse for it. This guy's okay. Well, he's going to knock stuff off, so I want my Oromancers. So if we can, like, if we can get a game in, I think we got a really good shot at this, this match. So, yeah, I can talk about that for sure. So, let me pull up Petals, because I need to look at it really quick. My understanding is it is a sorcery, which makes it a lot, yeah, which makes it actually not that good to me. Not like terrible or anything, but I heard some people talking and saying, like, I listened to Pauper the People, and they said, you know, that they thought it would replace um, Mysteries of the Deep. Yeah, I mean, it's fine, and it could be great in like Fissure Post. Actually, it's probably where it'd be one of the better places for it. But um, the thing with it is it's not tutorable with mystical teachings, so it's just like it's not good in the control build really, and you don't want to cast it. You don't really want to tap out all that much with that deck if you can avoid it. Oh, this hand looks great. This hand is everything the last one wasn't. I guess I do want that land eventually. Um, Street Wraith is cool. I definitely don't think it has like a place at the moment, but I'm happy about it. Um, and I mean, I think it's cool because it just like is another sort of like way to reduce your deck size, like Manamorphose or Gitaxian Probe. So if we ever like have a combo deck, they get to play 48 card decks, which is pretty sweet. Hopefully it doesn't Ghostly Flicker here, because that would actually be pretty miserable. Oh, not going to. Uh, the Perilous Research actually is kind of interesting, and I might play it in this deck, interestingly enough. And I'm going to seize this Cloud Post so we can't go off this turn. Now we have 5 mana, which is like the ideal amount we want. Oops, I played the wrong thing first. Shoot. Oh well, I guess that's okay. I meant to blow up a land though. Dang, that could cost me the game. And I'll turn. I could see myself wanting 6 mana the next turn. Um, yeah, so the Perilous Research could go in this deck because it actually can sacrifice Reality Acid, right? So that's pretty sweet. And then I could add, like Ichor Wellsprings and some other stuff to the deck to really take advantage of it. Um, I think Siphon Life is probably the one most likely to see play because I think it fits really well in the Corrupt spot in out of Mono Black because it's kind of like uncounterable in a lot of ways. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it has other applicable things that are fun to do with it. Okay. I feel like you're like wasting your time doing it that way, but fine. So like, I had the nut draw this game, he had the nut draw last game, and I feel like, ooh, we win basically. And winning this game is so big for the overall game. Like he played really fast though. Mhm. That momentary blink was sick. It actually like worked. Oh, hello. So I don't know if you saw that, but I actually got the plan perfect on mono blue cloud post. Might as well take this time to like talk about the rest of those cards. Bound in Silence I think is sweet. I think people don't realize that it's a rebel. And I have like, I'll show you the other deck that I like want to put it in immediately. Um, so I don't know if you were watching the stream the other night, but I kind of showed this a little bit. This is a deck that can do like infinite damage. And with the right, I mean, you can switch stuff around to gain infinite life. But it gets Task Force out and Nomads and Core. Um, core over, so it's like the core, yeah, it goes over to the Daru Spiritualist or the Task Force. And you can do that infinite times and then like inside out it. And so one of the things I do is like, I have Rebels so I can fetch up the Task Force, or if I have the Spiritualist out, then I can fetch up the Avian Changeling. And the Avian Changeling is also a cleric. So I can have like a Task Force or Spiritualist. But also, it's good with the Rift Watcher. But now I have access to like removal, and I only need to have like one of them in my deck. So that's just sweet. And so I'm pretty pumped for the um, this. I mean, I wouldn't play this deck now really. It's not good against Fissure Post at all, but it's got like okay game against everything else. Um, and what else do we have? Oh, you don't have all the cards either. Like, yeah, I've tried it red white too. Um, one of the cards I'm most excited about too is the Evoke, the green Evoke guy, the 7/7. Uh, Again, I was listening to like Pauper the People, and I feel like let me make sure I'm right on this before I say it. Mm-mm-mm. So not Imperiosaur, because I'm not really very excited about that. I mean, it's like okay. And Cloak's cool. It's a cool card. I'm not unexcited to have it. Not spoil off, because that's we had that. Walker of the Grove. I'm pumped for this guy because it's like Thragtusk. It's when it leaves the battlefield. It's not when it dies. So, oh, well, I don't think he even needs to be. Yeah, I don't think he even needs to be in like Green Post. I think he's like our second reanimation target in this format. Jeez, this hand is pretty bad. I think I have to mulligan. So like, I don't think he. Well, the thing about reanimation in this format is it's like one Doomblade and you lose, or like unsummon you lose, and I'd rather not play that, Put on bottom, put on bottom. Jeez, just the worst cards right now. Make that mountain. I don't think Reanimator is good either, and I don't really want to play it very much, but um, part of why I don't think it's good is because there's not very many targets, and because it's um, really disruptible. But this guy like makes it like less disruptible, right? So we get like a turn 2 7/7 that if they Doomblade or something, it's not the end of the world. Why am I drawing so badly? I guess I might as well Crossroads, because I don't think he's going to go off next turn. Let's do Mountain again. No, I'll make it a Force this time. So I mean, I don't think Reanimator's good, but I'm pumped about it because we're starting to get it's like a decent option, and once we get enough of them, then I think Reanimator could be good. And right now, it's certainly not good. No, it's just drawing better than me. Swamp this time. Literally domain him. We'll domain him all over, besides Island. Okay, that's a draw. That's a draw. Gonna bash. So the thing here that's a little bit... Yeah, we were talking about Perilous Research. I think it's good. I mean, I think it's cool in, this deck, for sure. I definitely will play it in here. What am I going to get? Oh, we haven't given him planes yet. I don't think. Maybe we did. Sure. Snap this. Snap this card. I mean, I guess he still has enough to fissure, which is kind of annoying. But what am I going to do? He can get 4 things, which is pretty crippling. I mean, I think he has to return the Shamans. Wow. He's on the all land plan. Oh, wow. I thought I just clicked through. Swamp. Mountain. Give me something good. Give me something good. That was not that good. Yeah, but joke's on him. He's got a... He actually probably has to combo off to get me. Again. But yeah, I think we'll go force this time. I'll give him a matching set. I guess he does race me like this. Hmm. Wow. So I don't want that. Probably don't want that. I don't think I... Well, I do want access to one of those. This is just never being cast. Wow. I guess I make sure he has a spell. What's that left? A lot. This guy's pretty good with this deck. Like, he plays very efficiently. Okay, that's probably enough to say it's over. Because I mean, I can try to stall, right? But I'm not really accomplishing anything by doing that. Because he's going to be able to beat me fast enough. At least I think. I mean, he's starting to lag, it looks like. Interesting. So I think I'm going to crossroads here. I think we're off the Reef Shaman plan. I think he made a mistake by bouncing that island. Alright, so I just lose. Dang. Well, I feel like you saw that I can beat them in game two. Like, it's definitely not the worst matchup ever. You know, it's like a lot of times it's not about that. It usually comes down to like who can, uh, if they can draw the ghostly flicker. Like that's those game one and game three were kind of abnormal where I didn't really have much I could do. All right, but Sammy, I can tell you the sideboard changes here if you want. So, one second. I'm going to send a text. Actually, I'll just text later. Because if I lose, then I'll just hang out with them. But if I don't, I will keep playing. So, all right. This is sort of what I'm doing now against Fissure Post, I guess. Like my sideboarding is about as good as like what yours is, I imagine. So these guys come in for these guys. Which is what I did. Something like that. At least I intended to do that. If I didn't, I don't know. Feels like I didn't do that, but that's what I wanted to do. Um, you getting this? Let me just make sure you're like watching. It'd be kind of silly to do this if you're not here. Perhaps you're not here. Okay. Well, I'll just write it to you some other time then. I, I got your email still, I think. Actually, I'll just get that now. All right. Well, I hope I don't lose the next round, but maybe I will. In which case, I will go we'll do something else. But if I win the next round, maybe I'll draft or something between runs. Let's see how I'm feeling. See what happens. Come on, 868. You assume you're winning this long. Yeah, there you go. Well, every time I've lost the first or second round, so this is not unusual. I'm actually really impressed with that mono blue player. Like, that was some expedient play for someone who showed up 5 minutes late with like the slowest deck ever. And went to game 3. He knew what he was doing. Have you tried this deck fizzler at all? It's pretty fun. Like, I mean, I'd probably like call it tier 1.5 or something like that, but it's fun and it's cheap and it plays a lot different than a Blink deck, I've found. This hand seems great, actually. On the play? Yeah. Seems excellent on the play. Combo Elves. They give this... That's actually probably the worst matchup for this deck. Ugh, again. I was kind of like... I was thinking, what would be like the worst thing for me to see right now? And probably Cloud Post with this hand. Man, I really don't want to like sit and wait and do nothing for a while. Wow. Why do they have these starts? Oh, this looks like blue-green, probably. I guess we can get rid of this journey to nowhere. We can always get it back if we want to. That was a good draw. Only this was an untapped land. Alright, so if we don't get fissured this turn, we are actually in pretty good shape. If I were him, I would do all it's in my power to fissure, but um, maybe I want to keep access to one of these in the sideboard so I can go up to the full 4. No, this is blue-green for sure. Not only because of the moments, well, he discarded crop rotation too, but this is like the deck I started on pretty much, and so I know it inside and out. And if you're playing Chromatic Sphere, you're probably playing the full play set of um, Chromatic Stars too. Like, because Sphere is worse than Star. All right, so we blow up Outpost. So we also have access to the Spreading Seas Reality Acid. Or I mean, Spreading Seas through the Auramancer too, we can also do. So if we get a ton of mana, we can do something like that about it. I mean, it just feels like we're going to get fissured constantly here. That flicker was just, again, crushing. Cloud of Fairies would be brutal. Oh, gosh. Yep, looks like we're getting fissured. Man, these starts that they're getting are just like out of this world. You got an island, that's interesting. It's also interesting he would Mold Drifter, he would Expedition map free Mold Drifter. Not that it really matters, but I guess we go this route. That was like